Hey, it's Paul with Tool Metrics. A couple weeks ago we did a review on the Laguna Revo 1836 lathe. We went into a lot of detail around the features of this new lathe offering from Laguna. Today we're going to do a follow-up on one feature that we didn't cover in the review itself, and that's the indexing feature. And so what an indexing capability on a lathe allows you to do is rotate the workpiece around and lock it into position in precise increments around the perimeter of the project. So that allows you to add some detail to it. So if you wanted to add fluting on a column as an example, or if you had a bowl or a platter and you wanted to do piercing or carving or some routing on it, to kind of flesh out the design a little bit more. It allows you to really easily find those even increments, lock it into position while you either mark it or perform the operation right there at the lathe. Now all of this is done with the lathe powered off. This is just manual operation, and it's just a system to index, mark, or use another tool to create the design. So the way it works is inside of the headstock there's a metal plate with a sequence of holes drilled in it, and that gives you the precise increments around the perimeter. There are three kind of loops around in three different settings, including on the outer rim there's a setting for 48 increments around the project, another band with 36, and then finally one with 14 increments. You can also use a subset of that. If you wanted 12 points around the perimeter, you could take the ring that has 48 holes and use every fourth one, just as an example. So lots of flexibility, allowing you to find, pretty much any manageable number of points around your perimeter. The way that it works is essentially you will look into this window here, and it'll tell you which position you're at. So I'm going to just start with position number 1, and I'm using the ring that has 14 points around. And then you're going to find the point where this spring-loaded plunger mechanism will slide in. You can feel it engage solidly. Lock it into position. Now the workpiece is fixed. It's not going anywhere. And if you want to work with both hands on the project, you just use this threaded locking mechanism and lock it into position. Now I'll just come over here and I'm just going to mark on this. And I'm just going to draw my line right on the workpiece, and then I'll come over here and release the plunger, and I'll move to, let's say that I want to do, I'm going to jump to the third position along the way. You don't have to do every one. Find the locking position there, lock it in place, go over and make my mark, and so on. Now I can perform my carving or whatever right at the lathe, remove the piece, whatever. But this is just a mechanism to get the workpiece into the position so that you can add your carving or your other detailed element to the project. So Laguna makes it really easy. Another nice feature on the Revo 1836 lathe. Thanks for watching. If you haven't seen the main review, you can find that on the Tool Metrics channel on YouTube, or you can find a link to that on the Laguna site as well. Thanks for watching.